start, you don't even know what's gonna happen to you. You don't even understand. You're gonna get it. Don't do that, because ladies, all you have to do is look at him and go, ah. Anyways, back to my son's friends. So my son has these two friends that come over the house all the time. One friend, his name is Ken, works a lot with computers. The other friend, his name is Fabian. He wants to be a police officer. Both of these kids are really, really good. Now, I keep calling everyone kids, even though they're all 18. But to me, they're kids. I'm almost 40. I'm like, Like some of the conversations that we have are very adult-like. And the other conversations, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? For example, at home when I'm hanging out, I usually just wear, very similar to now except the Hawaiian shirt. I usually wear like a t-shirt that has like either Star Wars or Marvel Comics or Transformers on it or cartoons. I like wearing stuff like that around the house. One day, I'm wearing a t-shirt that has the Avengers on the front. And I walk into the living room and my son's friend Fabian sees me wearing this shirt. And so he starts pointing. And I'm like, what's up, dude? He goes, weak. Excuse me? Weak. And then he says, DC's better. What did you say? DC's better. I'm like, DC's okay. Obama lives there. They pass laws. They got hotels, historic museums. It's not even a real state. I don't know why you're getting cray-cray. He goes, nah, boo, DC Comics. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm almost 40. I don't care. It's just a really cool shirt. I like it. It fits. No big deal. That's because they are. I go, you need to relax. They're the best. I go, you need to chill. And in my head, I'm like, why am I having this conversation? I have better things to do with my time, like trying to get my son on an elephant. But no. The kid in me's like, why are they the best? And then he points at the shirt again. Iron Man sucks. Batman's #1. I go, why? Because he is. I go, that's not an argument. First of all, Batman's not the best superhero. I hate to break it to you. He's not. I can hear people already getting ready to boo. They're like, oh, no, Fluffy, don't go there. Don't go there, Fluffy. Don't do it. Yes, I'm going to do this. Watch this. Batman's not the best superhero. Batman is the creepiest superhero. Batman is the creepiest superhero that has ever lived. He even sounds creepy. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. You don't recognize that voice? Want some candy? Help me find my puppy. Hello, he only comes out at night. His face is always covered up. He's always waiting in alleys. And who does he talk to? A guy named Joker, a guy named Riddler. His name is Batman. Joker, Riddler, Batman. Joker, Riddler, Batman. Those are Mexican gang member names. Can you imagine if that was Batman's real identity at night? I'm Batman. During the day? No, chingue su madre, soy Batman, loco. Todo el pinche día aquí trabajando y luego le parten la madre Joker. I'm Batman. I said, all right, Fabian, Mr. Batman's the best. Based on my t-shirt says Marvel Comics. I said, I see Thor, I see Captain America, I see Iron Man. Who are some of the superheroes that DC Comics has that makes them better than Marvel? Go. Batman. You said that. Superman. That's a good one. Wonder Woman. Okay. Green Lantern. Whoa, 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 whoa. I said, I know the other superheroes, but Green Lantern? What's his power? He wears a ring, and the ring gives him power. I said, that's a fantasy. I don't know any man who wears a ring who has power. And if you're not clapping right now, my point exactly. You can't clap, can you? You can't. You know why you can't clap? Because you're sitting next to kryptonite. He's not even clapping. He's like, no, 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 no. No, no, me pega Wonder Woman. No, no. No. Listen, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel just a pinch like a superhero in the sense that I'm able to walk out in front of large groups of people, change people's moods, make people smile, make people laugh, make people feel a little bit better. Yeah? by that same token, like any superhero, I have my weaknesses too. You know, I come out here and I make you happy. And then I go home and I piss off one person. Because she don't want to hear about this. She doesn't want to hear about you guys. I can't go home and brag. Baby, it was crazy in Chicago. That's nice. Take out the trash. But they were clapping and chanting my name. Oh, is that going to help? Okay. Take out the trash. Take out the trash. Take out the trash. Take out the trash. But they told me they love me. Oh my God. Do you guys have any idea how hard it's gonna be to go home and take out the trash now? Thank you. Oh my God, this is awesome. I hear some of you too. You guys okay over here? That's a big compliment, by the way. Anytime I hear people in the arena and they're freaking, that lets me know I'm making you laugh so much. Your own body is rejecting the activity that you're participating in. Your own lungs are telling you, this is not good for you. You need to leave, but you're stubborn. You're like, no, the ticket was expensive. That's usually from guys. From women, it's a little bit different. Anytime I hear women laughing so much that they begin to snort. You're already laughing. That tells me I'm making you laugh so much, I'm causing you to inhale and exhale at the same time, forcing you to make that. And if I hear a woman snort more than 2 times, that tells me I made you pee just a little. I love that, bro. You were pointing out the whole time, and she's like, you asshole. Thanks for having my back. Another thing that I now consider a compliment is that from time to time, I have people who are experiencing their first ever comedy event, and they're not accustomed to laughing for long periods of time. And they get so excited and so involved with the show that they forget. They forget to do a very basic thing called breathing. You'd be amazed how many times I've seen this in the front row. Just and they pass the hell out. The messed up part is only I can see what's happening. And they're usually like, you know, Fluffy, do something. I'm like, do something. He woke up, thank you. I had a lady one time up in the balcony who laughed herself unconscious. And she went forward and she wound up hitting her head on the rail that was in the aisle. Now, I couldn't see this because I'm on stage and I had spotlights in my face. And it wasn't until after the show was over when Martin came back out on stage and he took the microphone. And then he tells me in my ear, bro, some lady just got hurt in the balcony. The paramedics are here. They have her in the lobby. Let's go check on her. I'm like, let's go. So we go behind the curtain. Security is waiting for us with the car. So we jump in the car and they raced us around to the front of the building. Now, as soon as we get to the front, we see an ambulance. We start walking in. And now, not to take anything away from this serious moment, because this really did happen, it's a little bit funny in the sense that my show just finished and people are now starting to leave the building. They just saw me on stage a minute ago and now they see me walking in the front door. You gotta see it through my eyes, you know. He's big, but he's fast. I don't know how the hell he did that one. That's pretty good. I come in and immediately I cut right to where the lady and the paramedics are sitting on the steps leading to the balcony. Now the lobby is starting to fill up with people and I'm trying to get from point A to point B without getting stopped. So I started doing this, and I know it's gonna look a little weird, but it worked. Are you okay? Are you all right? People see me doing this and immediately they're like puzzled. The way you looked at me right now, they looked at me like this and they did this. What the hell is he doing? It made everybody take 2 steps back and do like this. It created a hole for me to get to them. And then they see the paramedics and they realize what I was trying to do. Everything was fine till I got really close. And then one of the paramedics calls me out. What are you doing to the lady? I go, listen, sir, the woman obviously sustained a head injury, and I'm just giving her a chance to process the fact that it's really me, and I'm slowly getting closer to her. I realize now that I'm in this incredible position where I can no longer walk up from behind someone at one of my shows and go, hey! Why not? Because then, clear! Fluffy killed another one. So finally the lady looks up. She must have been 55, 60, little Asian woman. She sees me and she's like, you too funny. You almost killed me. I am so sorry. Are you okay? Is there anything I could do to make you feel better? Yes. Yes, I feel better. I would like a 2 t-shirt. I'm gonna get you 2 t-shirts. I'm like, you're not that hurt. Get dressed. Come on. So I stand her up and immediately one of the paramedics, hey, she hit her head. She shouldn't be standing. I said, listen, I'm the artist performing here tonight. I accept full responsibility over this woman. I got her. It's cool. Plus, she's tiny. We're only walking 10 feet to the merchandise table. No big deal. She said, come on, I got you. Let's go. As soon as we start walking, she starts venting. Mr. Fluffy, you have no idea the kind of week I have. My son, he married this girl. She no cook, no clean. Move into my house. Now I have to cook and clean for 2. Oh, some bullshit. And I'm like, oh my God, that's gonna happen to me. Mr. Fluffy, I must apologize to you because I do not know who you are until today. I have a friend who gave me a ticket. She says, Susie, you stress so much. You need to get out. Husband win ticket in the raffle. Only have 1 ticket. You take it. So I look at the ticket. Ticket say, the Fluffy. I don't know what the comedy show is because I never go comedy show. I see Fluffy, I think it's a musical like a Cats. I say, okay, I go see Fluffy Cats. So I come here early so I can get the popcorn and the soda, and so I sit and I wait for Fluffy Cats. Next thing I know, your friend Martin, he walk out on stage with a big hair, big goatee. I say, oh, this not the Cats. This not the Cats. This Lion King. That's a Mexican Mufasa. And he start cracking jokes. Yeah, I start laughing. I laugh. Then you come out on the stage. I cannot take. I can't breathe. I black out. And when I wake up, I have an ice pack on the head, blood in the eye, and the 2 young white paramedics, they both touch me right here. They say, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? What did you tell them? Oh, never better. Susie, never have a 2 young white men touch me right here same time. Oh, your show very special, Mr. Fluffy. Very special. Your show like a Make-A-Wish. If I have a scar, you're gonna sue me. No. Not going to sue. If I have a scar and the friends ask me, hey, how you get the scar? Now I have a great story to tell. I'm going to say, two white men, same time. While a Mexican watch. I get her back to the paramedics. The paramedics are like, she's a handful, huh? I'm like, oh yeah, she's horny. She likes you. So here you go. As soon as I turn around, all I see is a lobby full of people and a bunch of cell phones. There's footage of what I just told you out there. Everybody was recording what happened. What I thought was cool is that everybody waited for me to finish with the lady and the paramedics, and then all of a sudden, when I turned around, just people started coming up. Some people wanted to shake my hand, some people wanted a high five. One guy just wanted to hug me, and he didn't say anything. He just hugged me, just, are you okay? You sure? All right. A couple of kids are looking at me, they're like, and for me, I thought that was so cute because I recognized that twinkle. I've looked at someone like that before. I've been starstruck many, many times. As a matter of fact, this past year, I got to meet one of my childhood heroes. I got to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, some of you are clapping, some of you are like, wait. Well, here's the thing. I didn't love him as a politician, and I was too young to know him as a bodybuilder. All I knew is the movie Terminator was my favorite movie, and he was the Terminator. So, here's the story. I'm in LA at this red carpet event for some movie that I still haven't seen. I'm standing there with my publicist, okay? I'm standing there with my publicist, and she's explaining to me how the red carpet works. Listen, Gabriel, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna go down the red carpet, and then the paparazzi's gonna start taking photos of you, and then someone's gonna ask you some questions. It's a lot of fun. Then we'll go inside, and then we'll go to the after party. It's gonna be great. As she's telling me this, I'm looking around, and I look over, and I notice, I see him. I see Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I freak out. Relax. You've never met Arnie? I said, no, I've never met Arnie. I work with him all the time. He's really nice. Would you like me to introduce you? I'm like, yes. She takes me by the hand and she walks me directly to Arnold. I'm freaking out so bad, I look like a big ass toddler. We get over to Arnold Schwarzenegger's area, and he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's already got a big group of people around him waiting to take a photo. So I'm just patiently waiting. As I'm watching him, you guys, I gotta tell you right now, no one on this planet is better at meeting people than Arnold Schwarzenegger. He is the greatest people meter I've ever witnessed. And the reason I say this is because when you meet him, he's very engaging. He grabs your hand, he pulls you in, he looks at you in the eyes, and he turns it on. When you meet Arnold, you get exactly what you think you're gonna get. It's awesome to watch. You know? How are you? So nice to meet you. You're so strong. You put my hand. Ay, look at you. This is incredible. Got these lights and this red carpet. This is incredible. Excuse me. How are you? Ay, you're so strong. You put my hand. This is incredible. Look at you. People are walking away from him, looking at their hand. They're looking at their hand, you guys. 10 minutes I'm watching Arnold Schwarzenegger light people up. And then I noticed something else. I noticed that Arnold has a handler, a guy who stands right behind him. And it's this guy's job to basically reset Arnold for the next person he's about to meet. Arnold Schwarzenegger will never cut off a conversation with the fan. The guy behind him listens in on the conversation, and he determines when enough is enough, and then he signals Arnold to cut it off and move on. Here's the signal. He grabs the back of Arnold's arm right there, 2 times. 1, 2. That lets Arnold know, cut it off, time to move on. Always to the left. Awesome to watch. This is incredible with these lights and these special effects is going on here. Excuse me, how are you? Nice to meet you. You're so strong. Hey! I'm like, oh. So I yell out to the handler, hey! And the handler turns around. Hit him! I want to meet him. Hit him! And he starts laughing because now he sees that I see how the Terminator is really working. So he gives me one of these. Next thing you know, he is lighting Arnold up. He is hitting Arnold so fast, Arnold can barely keep up. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, hello, how are you? Excuse me, pardon me, high five, high five, high five, high five, high five, pardon me, excuse me, hello, how are you? Very good. Pound, 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 pound. He's coming down the line, coming down the line, coming down the line, and I'm just waiting. And I stick my hand out and he grabbed it. How are you, son? I recognize you. I know who you are. You're the comedian who does the joke about the Indian man trying to rob a bank, but he cannot rob the bank because they are making fun of him. And in my head, I'm like, he knows me! Outside, I'm like, yeah, that's me. You are hysterical. Give me your contact information. You are the funniest person. Excuse me. How are you? Nice to meet you. You're so strong. Hey! Meeting Arnold is like a really good roller coaster. You want to go to the end and meet him one more time. You know what I'm saying? It was so cool because I'm watching him and people started recording him. And for me, guys, it's one of those things where I'm finding myself in a very interesting situation right now because I like hanging out. I like going out. I've been drunk in Chicago many, many times. I like to have fun. Here's the problem. I recently signed a contract with ABC Television in hopes of producing my very own sitcom for TV. It's not a guarantee, but I am guaranteed a pilot. Here's the problem. ABC is owned by Disney. Disney is such a huge brand that anytime someone threatens the way you look at that brand, they are dealt with in a very un-Disney-like way. This sitcom that I'm producing is about me. I play myself. I play Gabriel Iglesias. It's about me, my family, my friends. My friend Martin is not allowed on the show. Not per me. Take it up with the mouse. They look at your social media. They look at all of your stuff that you have online. If there's anything about you that doesn't fit that model, they will freaking And I'm paranoid because Disney's so big. They're so huge. They own television stations. They own radio stations. They own Marvel Comics. They own Star Wars. I don't need that phone call, you know? Hello?
Fucked up you did.
I'm so freaking paranoid, you guys, because nowadays people are always recording. If you do something that might look stupid, it can still end up turning out even worse. For example, let's say I fall off the stage tonight and someone's recording that. If TMZ gets a hold of that, it can go viral. And God forbid something happens to me, it can make the news. We're standing here in front of the All-State Arena in Rosemont, Illinois, where authorities believe Fluffy lost control. The 39-year-old comedian was found dead for the second time in 2 years. No one knows exactly what happened here tonight. Authorities had this to say. That's why I'm saying, you guys, I gotta be careful because I still enjoy my habits. I still like drinking. And of course, then some people pull me aside and say, well, Gabriel, why do you drink? Why do you drink? You have so many responsibilities and people you take care of. Why do you drink? Because I have a lot of responsibilities and people I take care of. Some of you already know because you've been to my shows in the past. My poison of choice is tequila. Certain alcohol I no longer mess with anymore. Like I no longer mess with Jaeger. See, first of all, any alcohol that will make you say its name is not safe. And that's the only alcohol that will make you do that. That's the only one you hear people. Jaeger! You don't hear anyone else. You don't hear Mexicans. Tequila way! You don't hear black people. Hennessy playa. You don't hear Japanese. Whoa, sake sake! Jaeger is scary for a few reasons. One, I'm type 2 diabetic. I shouldn't even be drinking, but Jaeger has twice as much sugar in it. Second thing is the consistency. It's very sticky. It's like cough syrup. So if you drink too much of it, it holds on longer than anything else, and it's nasty. When you drink it, you're like, ah!
Palatos, palatos, palatos.
It's horrible. If you drink too much of it, it holds on longer than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have one too many beers, you know what happens. You get the and then you return it to the rightful owner. Jaeger makes you feel like you gotta bring it back, but you can't. All it does is make you dramatic for 45 minutes until it lets go. You've seen someone like that. Hey, you okay? I'm fine, but they can't throw up. All they're doing is 6-minute abs. People look at you the next day. Are you into fitness? No, I'm a drunk. Yeah. Jaeger is scary. Another alcohol I refuse to mess with anymore is wine. Look at the people over there. We're from Schaumburg. For those of you that don't know, Schaumburg is the kind of the Beverly Hills of the area, so I'm sure you figured that one out by now. My issue with wine is very simple. I don't like the fact that wine is socially accepted. And what I mean by that is that if you see someone with a bottle of wine, if you see a guy crossing the street with a bottle of wine, immediately he's judged, but in a positive way. Because wine is always associated with something high class, something positive, something progressive, an anniversary, a celebration, a promotion. So you try to figure it out. Hey, what do you think is going on over there? Graduation? Promotion? It's gotta be good. Hey, good for you, buddy! Women see a man with a bottle of wine holding a couple of glasses and immediately,
Aww. Lucky bitch.
it's still alcohol. It will still mess you up. The main reason why I don't like wine is because you cannot accurately measure wine. You can measure real liquor, it's called a shot. And you know after drinking enough times what you can handle and what you can't handle. Because people who drink a lot love to brag about their drinking abilities. They have their drinking number, right? They have their drinking number. You'll hear them, 11 shots of Don Julio. Woo, yeah! They have their drinking number. Even women.
After 4 shots of Cuervo, I am so good. 4 shots is my sweet spot.
What happens if you do 5?
I'll wake up in an alley.
What happens if you do 6?
That's how I met Tyrone.
See, with wine, you cannot accurately measure how much you're drinking unless you're basing it on the bottle. And if you're basing it on the bottle, then that's a whole different issue. With wine, the glasses are always different sizes. Sometimes they're big glasses, sometimes they're small glasses, and a lot of times you need to rely on someone to pour it for you. Sometimes they know what they're doing, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they fill it up too high, which is not the proper amount. Sometimes they get it just right, which is a little bit less than half of the glass. Sometimes you get that greedy bastard from Olive Garden. You know what I'm talking about? Where you get that little sample, then you have to hold it up in direct sunlight and do this. And then you drink it, you're like, that's pretty good. I got a coupon for that. Here you go. And you never see wine drinkers drinking with real drinkers in dive bars. You might see them at a social gathering like this one or some corporate function, but never at a little hole in the wall. You'll never see Jaeger!
Tequila way!
And in the middle,
Mellow, I say. Oh, this is a fantastic establishment. I truly enjoy the decor here. This is amazing. This is brilliant, I tell you. Who cuts your grass? It's fantastic.
Sorry, that voice always makes me laugh. I like it. It makes me smile, you know, when we're here in America. Whenever I travel and I perform in England, that voice takes on a different meaning. Now, I heard a woo. Do we have people in the house from the UK? All right, let me tell the rest of the people about you. I love it whenever people from the UK come here to the United States, because when we hear you speak You sound incredible. You sound amazing. You sound educated. You sound inspirational. That accent is so proper. It is so proper. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. We're drawn to whatever it is. You could be talking about trash. It sounds amazing.
Who could leave all this rubbish here? This is such a travesty. This is all this destruction here all over the sidewalk. Someone must tend to this at once. This is ridiculous.
People are listening in.
I don't know what happened over there, but the shit hit the fan.
That guy from England is
Pissed. I don't know. What the hell is rubbish?
See, it's very different. Now, when one of us goes over there, man, it's very, very different because, see, we don't sound the same as them. As a matter of fact, as Americans, we have a certain way with the English language. Do you understand how we sound to them? I mean, seriously, do you know how they look at us when they hear us speak? We sound like this to them.
I'll tell you right now, the other day I was hanging out with Phil, right? That some bitch come over to the house. We had ourselves a good old time. It was just me and Phil.
And by the way, if you sound like that here tonight, I'm just kidding. There's just jokes. Don't feel like just, you know.
I'm gonna wait for his ass outside. I'll see how funny he is when he gets to the parking lot. Fluffy my ass.
I just think it's funny that no matter what they talk about over there, they sound the same. It sounds the same. You know, whereas with us, Americans, we speak according to our environment. We change it up. We morph. We adapt. We all have our, for example, we all have our trying to get a good job voice. When you walk in for that interview, you don't sound the way you sound on a Saturday night when you're having a couple drinks. No, you clean it up, you practice in the car, and when you walk in, you turn it on. If you'll check my references, you'll see I'm more than qualified for this position. Please feel free to call Frank Torres. Frank will tell you the amazing job I did for him 2.5 weeks ago. Listen, I'm ready to work 7 days a week, 365 days a year. No job is too big, no task is too small. You can count on me. I'm the right person for the job. Please keep me in mind. Thank you so much for your time. And then you get to the parking lot, and you're like, whew.
Hijo de la chingada, ojalá que me dé trabajo porque no, está cabrón, güey, man. No, I need a job, man. I need a job.
You guys know we all have our daytime voice that we have around our family and our friends and our children, you know. And then we have our late night voice, you know, our party voice. Jaeger! And then if you're lucky enough, you have your late night voice.
That's right, you don't even know what's about to happen. You better get on the phone.
Look at some of you are looking at me like, oh my God, Fluffy's a freak. I'm just giving you an example. All the kids are like, oh, this is different. Sorry, because I see those kids and they're just like, oh. Dad's like, pinchy Fluffy. No. Stupid, bad Fluffy. But see, now over there, they sound the same no matter what they're doing when they apply for a job.
If you'll check my references, you will see I'm more than qualified for this position.
When they party.
If you'll pour me the wine, I will drink it. It is brilliant, I tell you.
When they're making love.
I'm going to part your legs like the Red Sea.
Oh, I'm going to defile you in such an amazing fashion. You will rue the day you came across me at that local pub. I'm going to lower my drawbridge and introduce you to the Queen. Yes, I shall. And when you arrive at that magical moment, I want you to scream victory. Victory! My job is done here. The only messed up part about that joke is that that's the only joke the kids remember. It'll be 2 weeks from now. You're trying to get in the room. You're like, why is this door locked? And then you hear, victory. I see a couple of young adults right there. How old are you guys? You're 13. Wow. And next to you? How old are you? You're 10. Okay. I'm so sorry for what Martin said. 10 years old. But you know what though? I can't feel too bad because you know what? 10-year-olds are young adults. You are a young adult. I don't see you as a kid. A kid to me, first of all, is someone who doesn't have access to the internet. You have, I'm sure, a tablet or a cell phone or access to online services, right? Services. What the hell is he talking about? Bad choice of words. You know what I mean, right? You've probably seen and heard a few things already, and the parents are like, no, not my child. No, I locked their phone. Yeah, but you don't lock their friend's phone. I feel bad whenever I say something that's kind of like risque, whenever parents bring like a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, and yes, it happens. Then I feel bad, because then I'll meet them after the show, and I'm like, I am so sorry for what you heard me say. And it's always funny to see the parents say, oh, they hear worse at home. Nothing like watching a 4-year-old confirm that, you know, just... Like, for example, my son, he's 18 years old, but he still doesn't cuss at home, okay? Now, whatever he does in public, I have no control over, but at home, he knows he cannot cuss. One time in like 13 years, I caught my son cussing at home, and I couldn't even get mad. He had fallen down the stairs. I don't mean to laugh, but think about it. What am I gonna do to him that's worse than what he just did to himself? I heard it too. Just, ah! Son of a bitch! I ran over. I didn't even check his safety. I was like, what did you say? You earned that one. Said, if you want to say the F word, next time let me push you. That's when I knew he fell hard. Really? No, get up here, come on. Well, cool, welcome you guys. I hope you have a good time. I know you're getting nervous, Dad. You see me talking to you, you're like, what's he telling my son? No, nothing. Nothing, being cool, but thank you for trusting me to bring your kids to the show. Or your young adults, sorry. Thank you for trusting me to bring your young adults to the show. And by the way, I know I keep pointing at people in the front right here. If you're here tonight with someone you have no business being here with, and you see a camera coming by, just be like, hey. Victory! They're very respectful. They'll go to the next person. Don't even worry about that. Before I forget, you guys, I would like to thank the Allstate Arena for providing some amazing accommodations backstage. Let me tell you right now, I love my dressing room for the simple fact that it has basic things that I really like light switches. A lot of these arenas are now starting to go green, and so they're taking away the light switches and they're replacing them with sensors. Sensors are cool when they work. You know what I mean? Like when you're 10 feet away and it senses you and the whole room just... What I don't like is that when they're messed up, then you have to walk into a dark-ass room and establish your presence. But then you stand still for 4 seconds. No. Shit! In addition, backstage, my sink has knobs on it. I have control of the temperature and the pressure of the water, which in the Chicago area I believe is very important, especially in the winter. Oh man, you guys are no joke in the winter. You need warm water when you wash your hands. You can't rely on a sensor that gives you nothing but cold water, because you wash your hands with cold water, your hands get all cryptic. Then you go outside and people are making fun of you. Look at Thriller. But my dressing room, you guys, has a sink that has hot and cold. You can control the water. You can control the temperature. You can control the pressure. I hate it when they take that away from us and they replace it with that little sensor. So now, in addition to being a comedian, now I gotta be a magician. I'm not a magician, but if you watch me wash my hands, that's what I look like, you know. Nothing. Then you walk away. I feel like there's someone behind the mirror messing with me, like, watch this. Some places stop there. Some places keep going. I like a lot of soap when I wash my hands. I like a good soap dispenser. I like the, you know, the pump. I hate it when they take that away from us and then they replace it with that little spout that goes next to the faucet. You stick your hand under it and it gives you that little booger of soap. You know what I mean? That little moco, you put it under. You know you need more, so you pull it out and then you go back in, but the sensor's like, no, it's still you. Now you gotta trick it, right? Yeah. Once you get enough soap on your hands, now you gotta try to wash it off. But you can't wash it off then and there because the timer for the water has timed out. So now you have to back up, and now you have to put on a second performance. Now it's a race to get that soap off your hands. Once you get the soap off your hands, now you gotta try to dry your hands. Some places still give you a towel, some places give you paper towels. Some take the paper towels and they put them in a box on the wall with another sensor. And there you are. 3 inches of paper. 3 inches, Chicago. You can't do anything with 3 inches. Ask any woman, they'll tell you. Or a guy, I'm equal opportunity. I need control of the paper. I need the crank. Some places stop there, some places keep going. Have you ever walked into the bathroom stall, closed the door, locked it, turned around, looked at the toilet, and seen a blinking red light on the wall? And you're like, really? Here too? All you're trying to do is get the tissue paper off the wall for the toilet seat. You take one step. I haven't even done anything. You grab the paper. You turn around and you put it on like a cape. Back while you slowly try to time it just right. And just as you're about to sit down, somebody always walks into the bathroom and distracts you. Huh? But it's too late. Your knees are bent. And unless you do CrossFit, you're not coming back from that one. Then your bare ass touches the seat. And you're like, ah! And just when you think it can't get any worse, and all this water splashing up, hitting you right in the ass. And then the water goes down the drain and it creates that air vortex that goes right between your legs. So now you have a tsunami in the back. You have a tornado in the front. And who's the victim? Pikachu. And he's holding on for dear life. You haven't even made magic yet and you've already been violated by plumbing. Now you do what you need to do. You finish. Now it's time for cleanup, time for maintenance. So you reach over for the toilet paper, and the problem with using the restroom nowadays is that most venues, including this one, instead of putting a human-size toilet paper roll inside of the human-size toilet paper roll dispenser, they take their ass to Costco or Sam's Club or one of these places where you buy in bulk, and they buy that giant gorilla roll of toilet paper. And then they come back here and they force it into that little tiny compartment. And then they close the door on it. So now this giant wheel is locked in place. You can't even spin it. You're just... You can't even find where it starts because they glue it. Out of desperation, you gotta pull out your car keys and cut into the side of it like a bag of cocaine on Narcos. Then you get the paper, you try to wipe. Ah! Chicago, a year from now, I am predicting that they are gonna take 100% control of the restroom. You're gonna be sitting there and you're gonna think of me because you're gonna see it. You're gonna look over to get the toilet paper and there's gonna be a blinking red light on it. And you're gonna be like, oh my God, Fluffy called it. And what are you gonna have to do? One sheet. You're gonna get frustrated and just sit on it. Sorry, bro. I know that was a lot of culo. I threw at you right there. She's like, it's like Magic Mike. I'm so sorry, bro. That was a lot. Damn. Yeah. You guys, And on the back, it has a diagram, and it shows you the millions of gallons of water that are saved every year when people reuse their towel. I reuse them at home. I got no problem doing that at the hotel. It's my towel. Some people don't want to reuse their towels. They're like, that towel's dirty. Well, if that towel's dirty, then you suck at showers. Because theoretically, that white towel should be white every single time you use it. But no, people like to roll it up and then go expert mode with it. And now you waste more water trying to get that out. Like I said, some places are good at teaching us how to save energy, save water. Some places are horrible at it. I was at a university not too long ago, very close to here. And this university has a lot of money. So much so that they have their own private police department that's on campus. It's only for the campus. Now that's not a big deal. There's a lot of colleges that have their own on-campus police. The difference is this college, somehow or another, wound up giving the police department Priuses to use for their patrol cars. Now some of you already know the university. Now look, this is not even a joke. My thing is that if you're an officer of the law, it's your job to fight crime. The first thing that people see when you arrive on a scene is your mode of transportation. Your vehicle needs to establish dominance of the situation before you set one foot outside. In California, over 65% of California highway patrol officers now drive SUVs. So when you get stopped over there, you feel it. You're intimidated by it. And people jump out on the freeway. Don't kill me! Now, imagine getting stopped by Don't let me get stopped by a cop in a Prius with attitude. You know why I stopped you? Because I let you. Imagine the first time they did a DUI stop, the cop probably didn't even get out of the car. He just stayed on the radio.
Sir, step out of your vehicle right now.
Okay, okay, all right.
Is that a Prius? I must be drunk.
Sir, walk the line.
Okay, all right.
Officer, if I gotta go to jail, can you call a real cop car to pick me up?
Stop being a smartass. Walk the line.
Okay, hey, real quick. Hey, charge my phone.
That's it. You're going to jail.
I don't know, man. A lot of times. Yes, sir. ¿Qué pasó? I love you too, bro. Give me cake, sugar-free. Thank you. Oh, I gotta be careful. I almost slipped right there. He's like, I'll catch you. Yeah, you'll catch me, and you'll catch me. It's like SeaWorld without the water. I gotta start being careful, you guys, because I'm noticing now, after 6 specials, that a lot of my material, a lot of my stories are starting to come back to haunt me. Some of them in good ways, some of them not so good. For example, in 1997, on TV, one time I said, I love chocolate cake. One time. 19 years later, people are still bringing me chocolate cakes. That is crazy. I mean, think about that. 19 years ago, and I'm still getting cake. I've only said it one time. Next thing you know, I talked about how much I love diet sodas. Next thing you know, people started bringing me diet sodas. In the following special, Aloha Fluffy, I started talking about how my son's growing a little bit older and the hormones are kicking in and he needed to use deodorant. Next thing you know, his friends started bringing deodorant and people started bringing deodorant to my shows for me to give to my son. In that same special, Aloha Fluffy, I told a story that went viral called the racist gift basket story. The story itself is about 15 minutes long, okay? I'm gonna give you the 3-minute version of that story so you understand what's going on. basically Martin and I are doing a show in Sacramento, California. We're driving from LA to Sacramento. We're passing through a small town called Fresno. As we're passing through Fresno, we reach out to the local promoter who does the shows there. We're good friends with him. And he tells us, because we're trying to have lunch. And he goes, he's busy. By the way, G. Riley's in town. And we're like, oh shoot, our friend G. Riley's in town. He's at the hotel. All right, he's at the hotel. We knew exactly where he was at. So I say, Martin, how about we go and visit G? Martin goes, let's stop by. I figured first, let's go pick up some soda, some drinks so we can surprise him. So we get to the market. As soon as we walk in the door, we see a whole pile of gift baskets. Martin goes, we should get him a gift basket. I said, Martin, G. Riley doesn't like gift baskets, okay? He doesn't like the fancy wine and the fancy cheese and the sausage. He definitely hates crackers. You don't even know why that's so funny. But anyways, I said, how about this, Martin? He doesn't know we're coming. Let's have a little fun with him. How about we make him a racist gift basket? And Martin goes, what's that? I go, Martin, a racist gift basket. A gift basket designed to have fun with whatever race you're trying to mess with. Now in G's case, he's black. It was easy. Now I say easy not to be an ass. I say easy because there's so many stereotypes attached to African Americans. So we have this empty gift basket. What did we put in it? Fried chicken, watermelon, Kool-Aid, grape soda, barbecued potato chips, sunflower seeds, an Ebony magazine, a Chris Rock DVD called Bigger and Blacker, Magnum condoms, Newport cigarettes, a rack of ribs, the recipe for cornbread. We put everything but a white girl with a big ass in the basket. We wrapped it up really nice. We put a big bow on it and we took it to the hotel. We had the girl at the front desk deliver it to his room. Martin and I are waiting in the hallway where he can't see us. So she knocks on the door. G. Riley opens the door. She gives him the gift basket. He says thank you, closes the door. Martin and I run over to the door and we start listening to him opening up the gift basket. As he's opening it, he's getting excited. He is enjoying every single thing he is pulling out of that basket. He is loving this basket until he realizes it's a practical joke. He read the greeting card. The greeting card freaked him out because now he thinks that the KKK sent the gift basket. Now some of you are like, why does he think that? Because that's what we wrote.